Hello, dear heart, and welcome to this reading. The song that my guides wanted me to include in this reading is Respect by Aretha Franklin. And the lyrics they wanted me to highlight are, I ain't gonna do you wrong while you're gone. I ain't gonna do you wrong because I don't wanna. All I'm asking is for a little respect when you get home. So I am channeling someone who's kind of sick of being disrespected in their relationship. And this may have been happening for a very long time because of the quote they wanted me to share. This is by Matthias, and he said, "This is a silent relationship killer. If you feel frustrated when your partner doesn't pick up around the house or when they don't follow through with something, when there's a pattern that's irritating, you got to bring it up directly. If you don't, it's kind of like using a credit card and you're pushing out the conflict into the future and just making a bunch of purchases for all these things that you can't afford, and it's going to build up into this huge debt. And that threatens your whole financial situation. A lot of resentment that's pushed out into the future is going to turn into something that could threaten your relationship. Please talk about it directly. It's not worth building up." So maybe I'm also channeling someone who doesn't want to bring up things that aren't working in a relationship because they want that relationship to feel cozy, and it's like uncomfortable to bring stuff like this up. But just like Matthias says, if we don't, it just turns into a lot of resentment. And that is not something that you want in your relationship. And you may be afraid to speak about whatever it is that you feel you need to speak up about in this relationship. This person may be being disrespectful to you. They may have behaviors that are causing trouble in the relationship, but they just keep doing it. And they may be unaware actually that they're doing this, but your guides want you to know, if you have something to say, just 1 2 3 jump, like go ahead and take that leap, say that thing. And they want you to know that just because you're mentioning that something's not quite working in the relationship doesn't mean the whole relationship isn't working. They want you to lighten up and know that it's okay to call people out on their BS. Actually, especially if you love them, because you want to keep this relationship around in your life. And so if you call out the BS that's hurting the relationship now, just like Matthias says, it's not going to turn into this huge problem later that's going to possibly threaten your relationship. And also, if this person that you're speaking to has a hard time hearing what you have to say, and they don't want to respect you, and you asking for more respect upsets them, and they try to hurt your feelings or whatever about this, where they're not willing to compromise or work on the situation, that's their problem. And you can let people like this in your life fall away because you have a star seed family that's out there looking for you. And the people in your circle should respect you and care about you. And if they're showing that they do not care, even when you're asking for them and bringing up to them that there's something wrong here, if they're not willing to do the work to make this relationship work, then that's not your person. These are not your people. And it's okay to let people who don't care about you go. And this card came out in reverse. It says, you are perfectly imperfect. And I think it came out in reverse for a reason. Maybe you're having a difficult time accepting these imperfections. Like maybe you want the relationship you're in to look perfect and to feel perfect, and you're willing to put yourself through hell to make it look that way and make it seem that way. Because it's hard to say, you know what, in this relationship we've got a problem. In this relationship, the way you're behaving is a problem. It's okay for people to be imperfect and have things to work on. It's okay for us to have things to work on as well. Like things don't have to look perfect and they don't have to be perfect. But what is most important is that there is love here, enough love to speak truth and to hear truth and to make changes that are necessary to make this work. And but we can see still here that you are very anxious about speaking up about this. this could be something, yeah, that's been going on for a very long time. And it may be kind of bubbling to the surface now and feeling overwhelming. And my guides stopped me. They actually want me to read this card from the guidebook. And it says, "We somehow want to seem as perfect with absolutely no defects, holes, or scars, but those imperfections make you more beautiful rather than less. They give you more empathy and more strength to face anything. When your heart is cracked wide open, the light finds its way in. That's how the song of our soul can flow into our lives. Crack wide open. Your pain has meaning. Your sorrow has held tremendous significance beyond what you may have considered already. Embrace it all, because your healed wounds become the medicine our world desperately needs." Oh, how beautiful. So, yeah, and the question that they ask with this card is, what greater meaning can I now see coming from my greatest suffering? So whatever it is that you feel like you need to speak up about in this relationship and kind of point out that there's an issue here, as you come together with this person, and if this person is willing to respect you and love you, the other side of this imperfection is actually your medicine to the world, medicine for your relationship, medicine for you and your person. So actually what you're offering as you point out this issue that needs healing is you're creating a space, for a sacred space for you and your partner to heal. That's really beautiful. But yeah, like I said, we can see that you're super scared to speak up to this person and you're holding yourself back. It's like you're not even moving forward and you're staying quiet and hoping that things kind of fix themselves. But I've done this before. I've actually done this a lot in my life, and things rarely fix themselves. It takes someone's voice, it takes someone's perspective and ideas to come forward, to be heard, and to be spoken for things to change. And we can see here the Queen of Swords. Your guides are asking you to step into this energy. You may be a very gentle person, a very loving person, and you don't want to rock the boat. You don't want to make people uncomfortable. You may be very empathetic and feel very much for people. And so it's like, if I say something that makes someone else feel uncomfortable, then then I actually am going to feel uncomfortable as well, because their pain echoes in me. And that might be why, one of the reasons you don't want to hurt their feelings. You don't want pain going around or discomfort for anyone. So you are holding yourself back. And just trying to move forward to calmer waters. But that is, you're kind of going to get nowhere and stay stuck if you refuse to speak or say anything. Like, no healing is going to be able to come in this situation, and you're just gonna kind of stay on a roller coaster with this person. This person, actually, for them to get to the other side of whatever issue keeps being repeated in your relationship, they really need you to speak up and to alert them to the patterns and issues that are causing harm. And so the 3-2-1 jump card is saying, do not be afraid, speak your truth, and whatever it is that you're seeing that needs healing here, you can heal it together and overcome it together. And if this really is your person, if there's really love here, you can create medicine together that can heal both of you individually and your relationship as well.